Hello people, hi guys. Welcome back to my channel. For my returning subscribers, welcome back. And if this is your first time here, click on the subscribe button, and click on the notification bell too, so that I can get notified whenever I put out videos. My name is Bolo Dito, and I'm a lifestyle blogger. And I film about adventure once in a while, and I just like to carry people around everywhere I am, like when possible. Anyways, welcome back to today's episode of Storytime, and this is the final episode for Zamfara series, Zamfara Stories. And I know that this video should have been out long ago, but I had challenge with the previous video I did about this last episode, and I wasn't able to edit it properly. So here we go. I have to reshoot this video and tell you guys the things that happened during my service here in Zamfara, all in just this video. I'm going to run through it. I'm going to be adding clips at the end of this video so that you can see that because I said it does not mean that I had the worst camp experience or worst service year experience or something like that. I don't know, anyhow. Anyways, let's get right into the video. Like I said, if you're following up with my channel, I think I have to rephrase that. If you're following up with my channel, you'll see that all my first 10 content, if not more than, are Zamfara based content, and I was a serving corps member then. And I'm just going to run through this because obviously I didn't start my YouTube channel at the early stage of my service, so I couldn't really carry you guys all along. Plus COVID came, and even if I was, probably it would have been on hold for a while for the service experience, or probably anything that has to do with Zamfara at that time. But anyways, here I am to share you guys my experience, and you guys can feel the vibe. I'm always all vibed up anytime I'm talking about Zamfara, because I don't know, serving in Zamfara means a whole lot to me. Now I'm going to be listing out things that I was able to do, like things I explored in Zamfara, enjoyed doing. I'm a kind of adventure kind of person, so this is one thing, bringing Bolo out of the shell. I think I said that in one of my videos as regards Zamfara videos. So anyways, Bad Seed Stream 2 2019 corps member, yes sir. So I got back to Zamfara properly to serve Zamfara State in quotes. January, I think I left January 12th or thereabouts. And I remember the first Sunday I did in Zamfara Living Faith Church there. So I was in Living Faith Family House before I moved, and I got an accommodation. I got an accommodation within that week. Now, back before I even do this, when I came back home, I packed all my things. You know how ladies can be now, pack everything, and I sent it to the post office down before the new year to Gusto, so that by the time I go there, and I'll have less of load to carry. Now guys, the idea was just for me to travel with a backpack and my handbag, but guys, I ended up going with one Ghana must go again, but not as heavy as every other load I've sent earlier though. But that's that. And I got there. It was 24 hours. Let me just tell you guys, from Lagos to Zamfara is about 24 hours. That's like a day, a non-stop movement. That's how it is. I won't say a non-stop movement. What I mean is that we are not stopping on the road to sleep, but they can probably during the day, they can just stop for you guys to get some things and probably ease yourself. And that was it. So I got to Zamfara on a Saturday night. I had my friend come pick me up, and one of my friends, obviously from camp, we know each other from camp, and he said, "Hey, what's up? These are my gang that we've decided to stay back in in Zamfara." At this point, we were not even sure what was what, because we had some of our clique that already relocated at that point, at last minute relocation, that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to run through what I did, what are those significant things I know I did during my service here, and just link it up with the storyline. So first of all, I sold peanuts, I sold noodles, and What else? God. Thinking about saying I sold peanuts, I sold noodles. I think I was sharing this experience with somebody when at that point I've not even started selling noodles. And and the guy was like, Bola, are you broke? I'm like, hello, excuse you. This was supposed to be a friend. And I'm like, sorry, I'm not broke. But like I said, Zamfara was more or less me trying out things I would not do. Like on a normal day, I really don't want to. I'm somebody that want to avoid communication as much as possible. Like if you're not inside my circle, I don't say hello, I smile and just walk away. But intention started from joining OBS and coming to Zamfara itself. I'm bringing bro out of the shell and everything. And I just felt like there was, for everything I did in Zamfara, there was a lesson I learned there, and there was like a take-home lesson actually from it. So like, hello, Bolu, are you broke? I'm like, sorry, I'm not broke. I'm not broke at all. Like I'm not. But I just do this out of pleasure, out of yes, obviously I was making additional cash and everything, but Zamfara is not expensive at all. Allowance was way much more than enough. Yeah, if I'm gonna put it that way, yes. Yeah. So and that was it. And I know I'm not broke. So yeah, I sold peanuts and I sold noodles. Now peanuts was pre-COVID, noodles was post-COVID. Now and my target market was my radio station. Now I noticed that outside people really like pastries, and they like to eat. Yeah, they like to feed themselves well. So that was it for me. I really had people that supported me. Yeah, my bosses, we always buy peanuts. Like my manager, shout out to Mr. Ibrahim, Mr. Farouk, and Mr. Amos. So they will always buy peanuts, especially Mr. Ibrahim. Now Mr. Ibrahim will even buy peanuts and buy peanuts for people around him, and will tell me to just go with the change. And I felt that was his own small way of supporting me as a copper, because their whole idea was like, but we should just try and do something as a copper. Mr. Farouk brought the idea actually. I should just do something, blah. So I tried that. God, like I really did a lot to Zamfara. Not because I was broke, but it just it made me see how the struggle, petty sole proprietorship, and what's it called, is it petty cashiers, or all these retailers, all these people that are into petty businesses, the struggle they go through to just earn that little profit, and people struggle with them with. You see people want to, and I'm like, peanuts was when I told somebody that the money from peanuts is actually equal to peanut itself. When you hear a peanut salary, a peanut profit, that was exactly how it was for me. And I was telling a friend that, damn, for people that solely depend on petty businesses, how do they cope? Like I can't imagine putting my old, like what's it called, old bills on a peanut business. Yeah, I know that if you are into the like massive production where you have distributors, obviously you made it, but you're just a startup business and everything. And I must say those guys go through a lot. Now that was one thing for me. I learned not to just see people that are trying to make struggle for themselves, not to price them below what is supposed to be. You see people, the profit that is on it and is 10 naira, and you're still dragging a 10 naira with them. So it gave, like, I learned so much from it. If I know that okay in my thinking, I feel like then just walk away, instead of, you see when people trying to badmouth the market so that the price can come down. No, it's better you negotiate properly in a proper manner. Like it goes a long way for those guys, honestly. Yes, I don't sell peanut anymore, but I know how it feels for people that into petty businesses. Yeah, so yeah, what did I think I did what's it called, spicy meat too at some point. Yeah, but that didn't last for long because it was highly at a disadvantage for me, because I didn't have a freezer, and It was really crazy for that. So I would not really talk about that. Now, going into petty business and what's it called, business like that made me, you know, calm. I will not say I'm not calm, but I'll say I was willing to accommodate people's criticisms and what's it called. For some customers, they feel like they want their peanuts highly sugary. I don't know. I don't know how you put it. Sugary, every customer has their preference. I think I should narrow this down to noodles instead. Some want pepper, some don't want pepper. In some cases, you feel like the pepper is not enough, so the customer is more than enough. I know, no. I learned how to be conscious. I learned how to, not that I didn't have all this, but now it was a deliberate intention. I learned how to just present myself well. I remember I usually go to the banks to deliver, come to my workplace to deliver, and learn how to appear very well when going to go and deliver the food. I learned so much about packaging, even though I was not, but at least, not that I was sealing it up in the nylon and branding it up, putting a pamphlet into the, not all like that, but obviously I did the best I could, making it neat, and having to smile at my customers. Customer service, honestly, I felt like I had to give my customers the best, and regardless of whatever it is, I'm just open. I felt like it was something that broke one part of me that I said, okay, even if it's ego, let it die. And that was what I learned about those businesses. I'm not gonna lie, it made me relate to more people. It gave me this space of relating with different kind of people differently, because people have their temperament, people have their personality and everything. One client I just want to be one customer I just want to be all laughing and like, hey, what's up, and we just vibe along. That was just it for me. The bolitito that was in the shell, we just want to stay, smile and cool, whether you like it or not. Gaskia, I cannot come and go and die. That was it. But I felt like those were things that pushed me out. No, it's not as if I really needed. No, I didn't really need the money though. But I felt like noodle business actually brought more money for me. Yes, it brought more money for me. Yes, I had the, should I say, contract of cooking for my church choir hangout. That was one of the massive production I did. And man, caterers, it's saluting guys. Sometimes I feel like we should not overprice caterers, like price them down. Honestly, those guys are doing a whole lot of job. And that's why sometimes when you overprice them and they bring kwashoko rice, you should not complain. Bulk cooking is not as easy as that. I'll not lie to you guys. I don't think catering is my calling. Yeah, I like to cook, but I feel like I prefer smaller proportions. Maybe delivering homes to homes, if in case I still consider food business in the future. That's what I'm going to say. So this is one of the lessons. But aside that, let's even face the NYSC service, blah 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 thing. I didn't really have much of the experience because of COVID, but anyways, before COVID, what could happen was go to my PPA, resume by 9:10, leave by 2 or 1. That was it for me. Then CDS was on Thursdays for me. I think CDS was on Thursdays, and that was it. Is it Thursdays or Friday? I'm one of those days. I think Thursdays. CDS, I was in PET for the reasons best known to me. They are the ones that sensitize people about HIV and AIDS. I'm not in the medical line, but it is what it is. So that was just what the first 3 months before COVID, came on board. Now, before I even go into this, I think I should give you a backdrop story on how I got to the radio station. So I got to Zamfara, like I mentioned at the early stage of this video, like I said, and I was posted to the school after camp. In my mind, I knew I was going to fight everything not to serve in a school, like for real. I said, no, I can't deal with this. I can't even speak outside. No, 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 no. So I think one of the things that helped me was because I was in OBS and I hosted one of the social nights. So the Arizona inspector actually knows me, or he knows me with OBS apparently. So they're like, hey, what's up? I was that day I was trying to, find a way of talking to these guys, because the notion we had was that those guys, they can just get angry, they'll just throw you to Gumi Anka, all those far places that are in the suburb, and when you have to hang yourself on the tree. That was the notion though. I don't know if that exists, or because I know some of my colleagues then in Zamfara Radio come from Anka. So that was it. And I was like, God, I don't want to go to Anka. I'm already at the state capital. I don't want to go to Gumi or Zumi, anyone. So the guy was like, what's up, what's going on? I said I really like to change my PPA, that I just want to practice something related to accounting, echo, and accounting basically. That just now I knew that I might not really be able to express myself to the full potential there, but at least just to be within the field there. And they were like, yeah, their transmission company is looking for an account officer, blah blah blah. They pay their corpers 20,000, and he said that is the highest paying organization in Guso as of that moment. Banks don't collect corpers as of when I was 7. I don't know if it changed afterwards. So, and I was like, oh, okay, 20k. Now guys, let me tell you something. 20k is like peanuts in Lagos. Like, are you kidding me? Like, 20k is gone in a week. Some people is in a day. Some people is in 1 hour. So I'm like, okay, all right. I'm like, okay. And because the standard of living is actually very, very affordable and very, very cheap. Very, very, like, you buy pepper of 50 naira is enough to cook you soup and you are good to go, like that kind of stuff. So, and adding that to Alawi was quite a good deal. I'm like, okay, no problem. So I decided to go to the place. He gave me letter, I should go. I waited. When they were going to come, they said no, there is a mail they are looking for, and the person has to have BSc accounting, not BSc economics. I'm like, hello. I was disappointed. Let me just put it on back, because I was like, being chartered is even more than, I feel like that should put me at more advantage. Or let me say being chartered, being qualified instead. So I'm like, okay, all right. So I went back and I gave him the letter that they rejected me. And I told you the reason why. I said, yeah, that they told him that they were looking for a male, like a guy. So the hustle for PPA continued. I went to their FMC finance department. They just said no, they are not looking for corpers, they are not taking corpers. Let's just say that for like the first 1 week that I got there, I was hunting for PPA, hunting for accommodation, and trying to just get settled in Zamfara. That 1 week, I felt like the places I went to serve, some corpers have not been there, and I stayed 1 month in that place. Because I went to National Open University, they said no, they are not accepting corpers there. I went to quite a lot of places, and at the very last day I said, okay, that since I already did OBS on camp, maybe I just want to develop that, bringing out operation, bringing glory out of the shell. I don't mind radio station, so they brought me back to radio station. I was in their commercial department. So commercial departments, those are the ones that have to do with advertisements, invoice and likes, kind of what's it called? Create slots for advertisements depending on the amount that was paid and the time and everything. That was what we were doing in the department. So that I ended up in Zamfara radio station, just to put it. And I'll not lie to you, that's one of the best places that I wish for, and I got. Like it was just there. It was like it was a very good experience. I had a nice with all bosses, and I didn't have any issue at all, like any problem at all. In fact, shout out to Mr. Farouk, especially. He is one person that I know that I put along in my YouTube journey. Like at the very beginning, he was always there to help. Honestly, that was it. That was it for me. Now the apartment I also got an apartment around that was it called, around that week. And if I can get a clip of what the apartment was, I'm going to share it. My kitchen was outside though. I have my bathroom and the room it was a self-contained. Every other person had their kitchen inside except for myself. I don't know, just the way the house was built. Because I've been to a whole lot of houses that was like the only one that seemed to be reasonable at a very reasonable price too, for a copper. Yeah, let me put it that way. So that was it. At the end of that week, let's just say that I was good to go. I was settled in, and wow, Bolu, you can now breathe in and breathe out. Now my house on the rock was somewhere I knew that I was going to go to. I was going to look for. Now, in one of those days when I was looking for apartment, that was, and I already got an apartment. So my friends and I, we were going to my apartment to clean it up, and before I bring in my stuff, the post office already called me that okay, they had my things already at so, and I okay, no problem. So what's it called now? That night I was coming, I was like, a church was there, and I was like, this church. Only for me to look up, and it was House on the Rock. It was just like 2-3 houses away from my own house. And like, God is so good. Transport to church, it's out of it. And no, aside from being transport to church, it was a place I've actually anticipated to know. And for the fact that I've been asking around here, people don't seem to know where it was. It was just right beside some other churches too. I know it's a lot of things, just inside one bush like that. So I was really shocked, and with so much ease that I even got to know it. And I made my night that day, and that's how House on the Rock journey to started in Zamfara. Yes. And I'm so happy that I joined that church. That was one other great experience I had. Being a member of House on the Rock Zamfara, and being a member of Judah Company in House on the Rock Zamfara, and a rock student too. Yeah, it was one experience I know that I wouldn't trade for anything. I would not trade for anything. So I've mentioned House on the Rock, PP experience, and CDS / pre-COVID saga. Now during COVID, I was just indoor and there was nothing much to do. Yeah, and there was not really nothing to do. Everywhere was, although the rules were not as strict as they were in Lagos, then in Zamfara. People could still go out and buy some things. Those guys are not really so even enlightened until later. And there was nothing really that was going on during COVID in Zamfara. Just that okay, at some point they said they were going to be lockdown or curfew, and that okay. Then when COVID came on board, we had to be booking our services. We had about 5 services, so you book your service, like you legit book for it. We don't pass a max of 25. I don't know if I still have a picture of how we spaced ourselves in church then. It was social distancing, more or less like they measured it. It has to be 25 per service, so everybody has to measure you. You make sure that they tick your name there for that service before you not even going. So that was how that was. And during those period and everybody was down, I celebrated my Pastor Fred Zamani. It was just like he had the right word for those moments of everybody was just depressed, just and it was my own decision not to travel, plus it was already on the last hour thing before some people started traveling. I didn't want to go through that stress at all, so I just stayed back. And post-COVID, when I started my YouTube channel, yeah, I was already nursing it during that period of COVID. I just felt like I wanted to just talk to um my friends out there, to YouTubers. I knew that there was this, I had pleasure in doing something like that. So post COVID, and there we were, I launched my YouTube channel. Yes, I didn't know I was gonna go, but I was happy doing it. I took it as a hobby, and I just enjoy every moment I spend with my subscribers here on YouTube. So that was it. Then I started going out more. That's why I was able to do all my YouTube videos. If you want to know anything that happened to me after COVID, just go down to all my previous videos and you will see an handful of it, what it is like to stay in Zamfara. I think I should not even be saying so many things there. So you just go and just check them out. They are down in my page, like first to 15. That was, yeah, first 10 videos. You are good to go. You'll be able to catch up with what my experiences were like. You see my hiking video, the independence video, food series, and snack series in Zamfara, uh, street food series in Zamfara. How's it called? What other thing again? I think shows, people, fashion show. Zamfara is not that bad though. Honestly, it's not even bad at all. Go and check it out if you want to catch up on what it is to stay in Zamfara. Comedy shows and the likes. POP, that's personal parade. Just go and watch it, and you are good. In fact, you come up with everything, and you are good to go. Now, one other thing I feel like you might not find in that video is what I'm going to tell you. Now is Zamfara. Everything is to the extreme. Rainfall extreme, sunlight extreme, harmattan extreme, heat extreme. God of heaven. But what I noticed there is that during their own heat period, maybe because there was COVID and we were indoor, I was very fair, very very fair. I still cannot figure out why and how, because I was not coming. Maybe because I'm not coming out though. That was one thing I noticed about myself in Zamfara. Then during that rainy period, I'm going to show you a clip at the end of this video. I came back from church that Thursday night, and I had this habit of getting chilled block, those kind of stuff, and just do domido do glacé. I don't know if that French is correct right now, but it's just bonfita that I enjoy taking with ice block, and I just fetch myself to sleep. That was my I was addicted to that thing for some period during that my service year. So I already had, that's my own way of chilling. And I think I was watching a movie on my phone. So all of a sudden, it was raining here, apparently. It was raining every day that night. I was so able to find my way down to the house. And I already locked the door, closed. Okay, I think I already closed the door. I don't lock my door on time because we had the gate. And all of a sudden, I was feeling mosquito bites, and they were increasing. I was like, wait, what's going on here? I don't have mosquitoes in my room. Like, even if one or two might have entered by trying to open the door, but not. I said, let me just put my leg down, try and turn on. Guys, my room was flooded. My bathroom was in water. Like, I couldn't believe my eyes. I'm like, is this Lagos? No, I'm not trying to shade Lagos people here, but I was like, where is it coming from? So I couldn't believe that it came from the door. So I opened the door and I saw water gush in. As a copper, you are living a very small life now. So my bed was on the floor, blah blah blah. My bed was soaked. My mattress was soaked. My shoes were swimming inside water. Everything was moving, like legit. Even me myself, and I'm like, I feel like I didn't start doing the video on time, and I posted it. I know my church sent somebody to come and pick me up, and I found somewhere to sleep that night. Then I came the next day. I think I definitely was asking for these videos, and I had to come out. It's like I had to wash the house, wash all my things. And for that period, I had to be staying with my friend because I don't know, my side seemed to be so prone to flood there. Anything like this, water comes in, and because of how bad their houses are structured, it's as if the water seeps in from the floor itself. Yeah, it was tiled, but this is what it is. Now that was, I know my choir master for the longest period, we constantly bolu drawn out of water, bolu drawn out of water, and we just laugh about it. Like that night, I was confused. I kept capashing, like, God, what's going to happen? And my friends calling, Bolu, should you come and pick it up? Yeah, yeah. I didn't stay close to my friends though, but we used to see, and then people come and pick you up, and I, no, I can't. I get this. Like I was confused. I even cried at one point. Like, no, I've never gone through this on my own before. But just a things that made me strong. I don't know if that made sense, but no. These are things that actually made me strong, and I'm actually happy that I went through it and I went through it strong. I spoke with my dad and my pastor, and that's what, like, I should just stay with my friend. And some other things I was happy doing was, all the outreach my church would do, and I was there to participate the Almajiri outreach, and those were things that built a lot of things in me: empathy, trying, giving, and it was just an amazing experience for me. I feel like there are so many things that I might not be able to share in this video. They are just so personal to me. I cannot even remember them all. But at one point in my life, when things happen after I even left Zamfara, there is always a lesson that whenever I just sit down, I can pick out from my experiences in Zamfara, just apply into my present situation. Now, I'm not saying, yeah, I know that not everybody is opportune to serve in Zamfara, yes, but for me, what I'm going to say, it's make it a deliberate effort to actually develop yourself and be intentional about what to do. I've made the decision to stay in Zamfara, and my decision was not just, okay, I've stayed in Zamfara. It's now for me to make use of the best use of Zamfara, to be able to learn as much as I want to, develop myself as I want to, regardless of the environment, because the environment is just one of the list of the factors. I know, yeah, but you can always still make something out of it to build yourself. That was it for me. And after rainy season, I was back to my apartment and stayed there till when I officially left Zamfara, January this year. I think January 4th. Yes. So, and one other thing Zamfara blessed me, my NYSC camp series was, I met people, I mingled with people, I intentionally developed that communication skill. I know I'm not 100% though, but it legit moved from like 0% to like, you people should judge. You people should judge in the comment section whatever percentage you think it is right now. So that is just it for me. Zamfara Experience, NYSC Experience. It was fun, it was challenging, and how should I put it? It was worth it. It was more or less like self-development stage for me, self-realization, yeah. And having the Holy Spirit, like I said, is just good to help. Yeah, there were challenging times, there were it periods too, but I got this in God. That was just it, that was just it. Guys, I'm just gonna keep the story short. Like, I'm gonna put an end here in case I say another clip that I feel like is gonna add more flavor to this video. I will definitely attach to the end of this video. Thanks for tuning in again. Thanks for coming along coming with me with down the road of the Zamfara camp, posting letter, Zamfara series basically, and the story time series. I'm sure that probably when I'm going to talk about the Abuja series, just be in one sitting, and because I didn't really spend more time like that in Abuja, but definitely there were also things I took in Zamfara and Abuja rather. Zamfara in Abuja, and I can't wait to tell you guys about my hunting game. I will be back to Lagos stories because I cannot just wait to gist you guys a whole lot that has happened, that is happening, and yet to happen. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in once again. Tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody. I want us to get to 300 subscribers before the end of this month, or by the end of this month. Share with your friends, share with your family, your loved ones, and tell them about both two vlogs. I love you guys. Thank you. Till next time. Like I said, if this is your first time here, bless you now. May God bless you now. Oh, God, I'm going to go with the boys, man. Happy birthday. This is Colonial. I'm choking with happy birthday. This video, I'm so going to send it to you. The bouncer. Oh yeah, sing the birthday song now. You want to play the okay from our phone. Happy birthday, happy birthday. I am saying I love you. God be with you till the end of time. I am saying well done. Happy birthday, happy birthday. I don't understand. Who's giving beats? I love you. God be with you till the end of time. Come on, come on. I am saying rap, rap. Yeah, yeah, rap. Yeah. Okay, okay, okay. We are waiting for you.
She just came back to she just came back to Ayambuba. The water actually took her to Gangare and Rima and brought her back. What a nice experience in your service here. See how fine my trousers are.
See this rain. The rain is not even that serious. Yeah. And everywhere is already flowing like this. I don't even know what. Hey! Shey we just say we are still lucky like this now. And the rain has not started entering our house. I can't take this anymore. This is serious, man. And all my mind was like, it's just drizzling. I should still be able to get to work. But the way this thing is looking, I can't even step my foot into it. How like for what? Hey, Zamfara State, House on the Rock, and I'm so grateful to God. I think I have to say thank you, Jesus, once again. This is an outreach by House on the Rock Zamfara, reaching out to Admanjuri guys by cutting their hair, and this is the project that was enhanced by our Papa, Pastor Fred Zamani. And I just wanted to enjoy the rest of the video. Actually, listening to stories, listening to how people come out, I should say thank you, Jesus, once again. It's not by choice that they choose this life, but it's an opportunity and it's a privilege. and we give all glory to God to be able to help, to be able to reach out. My name is Glory to Go. Keep watching. That's an interview with our doctor, our HOTR.
Infection can be treated with fungal creams such as antifungal creams such as fluconazole cream topically. If you are applying for them 3 days daily for 1 week, you can see the improvement. And for those that already have superimposed bacterial infections, you can give them antibiotics or antibiotics. And our hope is that with this outreach, we can impact their lives by improving their personal hygiene and also showing the love of Christ through us. Thank you.
I wish it was Dematol.
So won't that be too hot?
Yes, but that's at least it will start to. It will pursue the demons for a few hours.
Yeah.
But actually, that shout they will shout now, they will not think we do something to their head. Last. No shot on.
Oh yeah, stretch out skin. Let me see your hand.
And I didn't say, wait, Chico, I called you. The natural disposition to drive the person that's getting you, right? I said, okay, share them down so that they don't think. If you can just see this on the space, if you can do this and make it a daily habit, it's a daily life. Make it a daily habit. Whether you try, like the tricycle guy that you got from NYSC, he was just arrogant all along. I said, stop, let me buy something, just look at me. I didn't get it. I bought some toys for my kids, stuff, and I bought batteries for the toys. When I got home, I paid him double. He said these words, yeah, sorry, but I'm truly grateful. So he now felt like he's you get the point? Because, and I don't blame him. It's normal for some people to think it's sharpness to exploit that kind of thing. You know, you take a tricycle ride from here, you see Samaru, then you stop 7 times. And think because you've negotiated to go to Samaru, you are not mandated to pay him. No. He's a neighbor. You are more advantageous than me. So you shouldn't take advantage of this. Already that's suffering. He's riding you somewhere. Yet you want to exert his craftiness of his own wisdom. So always put, what if this was? What if this was? So number one, it's a privilege that you were born in the family. Number two, it's a privilege that you have access to what somebody is wanting to come for free. You choose where to go and cut together, right? In fact, you break at the barber if you cut you anyhow. These guys don't have a choice. Like you rightly heard on the first say, it's true. Some of them have never had a free part of it. So, once we do this, if you leave me, it's beyond just haircut, beyond even sharing food. You understand? It's having an opportunity for them to feel love. Because, have you been to an animal before? I think I'll take you guys to one. Exactly. The man doesn't even care where the thing touches. So you see them with all manner of scars that they think is a reward. Yes. They think it's a reward. You really want to you throw away your remnant food. Well, let it be the last thing you cook for only yourself. And let me tell you the honest truth. At whatever level you play, you can touch somebody's life. whatever the level is, touch someone and touch it well. Touch it well. There was a salad on my street. I shared rice, tomato, and juice. Things are better now. Remember how we used to do Christmas in the office? What do? We share food stuff. I share food stuff in the office now. Share food stuff, share juice, and oil sometimes. Just imagine that you get back home and you tell your parents, my office shares Christmas. Imagine how they feel. That's how many people. But like I said, it's the normal disposition of the average man, quote, to what to experience. And I hope you know this news travels like wildfire. You see all these people gathering now, you'll be shocked what will happen next week. I said we came here to feed 77 people. Doc. The 77, I confided in the pastor told me I'm drinking and nobody will come. Sir, we had over 100. Marcus, remember the first one? I entered my toilet, I was crying like a child. And I remember this family that was in this house, those girls. I met one of them, I was like, why didn't you go to school? I said, she dropped out of school, no school. Only for me to school, I wanted to run mad. So I called the school power, linked how the girl would at least go back and do a refreshers, do GSSC. Then she said to me, they are not eating for 3 weeks. Eating. Now that day we had over 99 families show. Food finished, they started begging for salt. There's salt everywhere, I hope you know. Even if everything in your house finishes, what do you miss? They were begging for salt. I can tell my heart to show. This one. Bring it, let's go.
Okay, I see kake. So, menene kana da shi ka gaya muna? Sana'a ka kai. Okay. So, kungiyar ga da sun kai, abun ga da sun kai, menene kana da shi ka gaya musu? Wani addu'a ne kana da shi ka gaya musu? Amin. Sunanka Sannu? Ya. So me ya sunanka?
Sunana
Alida. Okay. Daga wani shiya?
nan tudun wada.
So wanga ƙungiyar ga da sun kama abin ga me kana da shi ka gaya musu?
Inda zan faɗa musu Allah ya ƙara musu ƙwarin gwiwa. Amin. Allah ya taimake su. Amin. Allah ya buƙatar su gaba ɗaya. Amin. Su Allah ya ba su.
Wani addu'a kana da shi ka yi musu?
Allah ya ƙara musu alheri. Wanda suke buƙata. Wanda suke yi Allah ya ɗan. Mun gode.
So can you tell me in summary what this outreach is all about?
Basically, we are evangelizing the little way we can.
It's a video.
Some
Wait now. Hi, Princess.
Hi, Bolu.
Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Princess.
Okay.
I'm Princess. And my name is Princess. But my name is still Princess.
Okay. Yeah, it's something coming about Zamfara, right?
Yes.
Can you tell me about the nut in like few sentences? In like
The
3
nut is
sentences.
affordable.
All right.
The nut is beautiful.
All right.
The nut is homely.
All right.
And the nut allows you to, embrace diversity.
All right.
Yes.
Anyways, I just did this video to hear your opinion about the nut. Maybe Zamfara State.
Okay.
And that's all about this video. All right.